It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his 3rd year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous offseason getting ready for this one because he put the focus squarely on football and cut out a lot of the peripheral stuff. Just focused in on being the best quarterback and leader for his Cleveland Browns team. And now all he has to do, take care of the turnover issues of last year. 21 interceptions he threw, 2nd most in the NFL.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 yards. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's brought down.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A handoff, it's Mark Ingram. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A 3-yard
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down, Cleveland.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Here's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Granted, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield, and he completes it to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down...
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Chris Moore returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
More on the return. The Ravens take over first and
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. These two teams all tied after one.
tied 7-7.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
From the 41, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 59 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Working
6.
out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Landry, incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, 61 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
From the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 6 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, so many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For the extra point.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for a hit. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
He finds his target, Beckham.
Mayfield's
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Number 81, Austin Hooper.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
41-yard line.
This is Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On third down, Ingram. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The 46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To marking Ingram.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's good.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin Tucker.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Queen on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On the tackle.
In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
Brings up
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
3-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Jackson's
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson and Andrews for the Ravens first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his second season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's third down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
And the Browns set to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2nd and 6.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Brown.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Landry.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. First down, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of